my God! He's back! He's back! It happened! It happened! Yes! Yes, 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 yes. Alright, so let's break this down. Oh my God. So, Jon Snow is back. Jon Snow is back, baby. We knew it. We knew it. You know, we've been talking about this all year. They can't leave it off that note. I mean, who the heck were we going to root for the whole time? So perfect. Jon Snow is back. All right, sorry, I had to do that. I was shouting in my apartment. So, just got back from the Philippines at 6 a.m. today. Yeah, I had to go through immigration, had to go through all this stuff, had to take the train, just got back home, had some coffee, and I'm in Tokyo right now, and, you know, was able to see episodes 1 and 2, because 2 had just aired minutes before. Got to see them back to back, which was awesome. Perfect way to start the thing. Philippines, they didn't have internet, so I was doing a few podcasts on my phone. But damn, let's talk about this. So this is my first ever actually Game of Thrones review, and I'm gonna do episode 2 first, and then we're gonna do episode 1. I don't know, I'll just do it that way because it's fresh in my mind. But major Game of Thrones fans, I'll be honest, I haven't read the books. I'm more of the HBO series fan. But yeah, holy mackerel, this is really, really epic. So I decided to start talking about it. I've never done the review for Game of Thrones before because I'm starting to just get into the review mode. So I hope this is good. But major fan, wow. Let's just start off right up with the big wow factor. Jon Snow is back. And they've been keeping this really, really quiet. They've been keeping it really, really quiet. They made sure that nobody knew that this was going to take down. Nobody knew. Everybody knew. No, you know, they made sure that, you know, he had to say during the interviews he was dead. They made sure during the filming there was maybe only one shot, and we always thought that was like maybe just a flashback or something. They did this very good at keeping it secret, bottled up. Nobody knew. But at the same time, people kind of knew. We knew from last season that Jon Snow had died, and you left like with this, oh my God, you feel like a member of your family died if you're a big fan. And you see the Lady Melisandre come back into the you know, Castle Black. So we knew, because of the powers of resurrection, this has been you know, people have been talking about this for the last year. It's been the whole last year. People have been talking about, is it going to come back? Is it not going to come back? I saw the first episode today, and I was very just like, maybe he really is. I mean, maybe. You know, they seem to really push on that, especially with that. We'll talk about the next review. But then, this episode, you knew it was coming. They're not going to, like, keep launching it out. I mean, that is part of, like, Game of Thrones, where they keep your hopes up and then they drag them down. But it was very, like, well done. Where people give up. Everybody gives up. Tolman leaves the room. Davos leaves the room. Finally, the Red Woman doesn't even believe in herself. Pause. Ghost the dog all of a sudden knows he's there, and you see the last lens. Jon wakes up. Now, this is what I really believe. He's going to clean house. Now, we already have the real traitors. The new Lord Commander he's already in jail. As long as, I think his name is Ollie. Ollie's in jail. Dude, and now he's going to have the wildlings, and he is going to clean house. He's going to prepare for the White Walkers. He's going to make all the wildlings men of the Night's Watch. He's going to man up the other towers, and then that's going to be the head-to-head combat. You know, I doubt it's going to be this season. It's probably going to be the next season or the one after that, the big scenes. But yeah, and we can't let Jon Snow die without knowing his backstory too. And I have a feeling that the ending of this season, we're gonna hear a lot about it. So let's get the rest of the whole episode. Okay, so it starts off with Bran. Sorry, my hair. I have been traveling for the last 36 hours, and now I'm looking like, I think anybody who clicked on this link is gonna think like I'm trying to be looking like Jon Snow. Trust me now. Outdoors, guys. Got my travel scruff. But anyway, so the beginning of the episode comes with Bran. Bran, we see, can do flashbacks with the Three-Eyed Raven. He's still up in the north. You know, we see him with the Children of the Forest. I think they changed the actresses. They definitely changed the actor for Three-Eyed Raven. They have the Stars guy, you know, the power of Christ compels you. You know, he's now the Three-Eyed Raven. And we see Bran can also, so he can inhibit animals, but now he can apparently do flashbacks as well. It's kind of like time and space have no reality, and he's able to go in, and we know that it's going to be bearing. If you saw the trailer, they're going to go into, you know, the past, what led up to it, and we know that they're not going to do it randomly. It's going to lead up to stuff in the future as well. But yeah, Bran is now looking into kind of like no time, space reality. he's looking in the past as well. We also learn a little bit about Hodor. Hodor, we find out a little bit more about that something must have happened where he lost his ability to kind of process, cognitions and everything. So his name, he was always a big dude, but his name was Willis in the past, and we'll find out, I'm sure, more about that. Other thing, wildlings, dude. I didn't expect the giant to just plow the road, and I thought it was funny. He gets shot like a little arrow, ding, takes the guy and just starts hammering him around, paints the castle black red, throws it at his feet, and everybody's like, no way, man, no way. Boom, throws down their arms. Takes the real traitors out to the cells. I thought they were. I did do a little boo right there. I totally thought Tormund was just gonna hack this guy's head off like he did with Lord of Bones back in the previous season. I thought that was coming. So I was a little upset that he didn't just like whack him off. But now that Jon Snow's back, maybe we will see that happening. Anyway, so wildlings come in full force, and I like that one thing, like, we've the 1,000 years, the men of the Night's Watch have never let the wildlings take over. And the guy's like, until you. That was a little like nice backslap. So the wildlings do that, and then we cut to a scene where, and I have a little side note just in case, but they cut to the scene back into the Red Keep, where now, Cersei's pissed. She's pissed. She can't even go to her own daughter's funeral, which was a little ridiculous. The mountain. The mountain's gonna plow. The one guy just was making a joke, and the mountain just bashes his head in. That's going to have a part to play in the near future. We know that's going to have a part to play. The mountain's going to start manning up. You see even their own Lannister men were trembling as the mountain, who looks like he's like zombified right now. And then we have Tommen. Tommen mans up, finally, because I was getting a little bit like, okay, we've had worse. We've had stupid kings. We've had worse kings. His brother was just, a total tyrant. And this guy's, lack of a better word, just a wimp. Well, there are better words. But he's a wimp. He did not do it. And he owns up to that. And he doesn't know how to face it. And we know that, like, hey, Mom, I'm really sorry. I want to man up. And it even says, like, teach me. And if you have Cersei teaching you now, and he's following her advice, this is going to be very, very, very interesting to see what happens now. Tommen, what kind of king does he become? And we do know from the trailer that the Lannister army starts coming in now. Here we go. We're going to clean House of the Red Keep. Now, I'm all for religions and everything like that, but yeah, this is the one where it's going to be really, really interesting. Next up, Tyrion unleashes the dragons. Now, we didn't know where this was going to end, and it was kind of true where he was kind of like, dragons are... they will know friend from foe. He releases the dragons, and in doing so, you see Tyrion very vulnerable. He tells a story about when he was a kid, and he was little, and how he always wanted a little dragon to kind of be sort of like his companion, and everybody was laughing about it. And maybe it's just kind of like him saying, like, he's revealing himself to these dragons, pouring his heart out, like all he wanted was a friend when he was a kid, even if it was a dragon. And these dragons, they don't harm him. We don't know where this is going to end up. We don't know where this could go, but obviously it's going to have a place to, it's going to there's a point to it. I have a feeling the dragons are going to, like, definitely play a big part in revealing the Sons of the Harpy. Next thing we have Arya. Arya comes back into the House of Black and White. Obviously, she fulfilled the test. Like, who are you? I'm no one. And Arya's just getting her butt kicked, being a blind person. That sucks. I don't like the whole changing between, Jack and Hagar and that little twerp girl. And we know, because it's like, we don't know who's who. We don't know. They are nobody. We don't know who's who. But at the same time, it's a little bit of a mind mess, You can't really tell who are we rooting for here. Next thing, Theon going home. Finally says his goodbyes. And he even says, like, I can't beg for forgiveness. But in our eyes, like, dude, he totally forgave. He got Sansa out of there. He got her out of there, and we know that the Starks are still going to come back. We don't, I mean, it's Game of Thrones. We never know where this is going to go. But Theon is going to return home to the Iron Islands. Back in the Iron Islands, all of a sudden, this random uncle comes in, knocks the king off the bridge, And apparently he's an insane guy, and now his sister, who I guess we thought would be the next person, now she's threatened. She doesn't know who's going to be in charge. Is it going to be her? Is it going to be this evil uncle? Is it going to be Theon? Maybe Theon comes back. Maybe he does. And that's, of course, the ideal scenario. But it is, it's Game of Thrones. We don't know where they're going to go with this. Then we get to the one that's a little bit Red Wedding Heartbreaker style. Ramsay Bolton. Ramsay Bolton kills his dad. I didn't see that coming, man. Didn't see it coming. I was definitely one of those, oh! He killed him. Killed his, I mean, he learned from his father. He struck when the iron was hot. He knew there was a good opportunity. His new baby brother had just been born. It threatens his legitimacy. Kills his dad, then kills his mother-in-law, and kills his new baby brother with the hounds. How gruesome way. Glad I didn't see it, but it's such a heartbreaker. But now without his dad, because his dad was the strategist. His dad knew where to place people. His dad knew how to play the allegiances, and without that, how's Ramsay? Because Ramsay is, and even his dad even called him, if you act like a mad dog, people are going to treat you like a mad dog. He's in major mad dog territory now, and it's kind of, I guess, now that I'm seeing it, that he uses mad dogs to kill his little brother and mother-in-law. Ooh, gruesome. Then finally, the ending, the creme de la creme. Jon Snow returns. Jon Snow returns, and we see Lady Melisandre, she's lost all hope. Everybody's lost hope. Everybody's lost hope. The Wildlings have lost hope. Castle Black has lost hope. She's lost hope. Davos has lost hope. And now, she said the words. She didn't know if she could do it. Everybody gives up. Boom. He wakes up. And now the fans have something to root for, too. Because, we all were rooting. You keep killing off main characters. So, who are we going to root for? Okay, we got Daenerys. We have, Tyrion. But it's not as much as Jon Snow. We want Jon Snow. We want Jon Snow to win. I don't know what's going to happen to it. But, yeah, I was pretty ecstatic when that happened. So, awesome. Jon Snow's back in the fold. We got the White Walkers marching up. We'll see what happens with episode 3. I hate it though, because it just appeared it is the morning. It's still not too early in the morning, but still the morning in Japan, and I gotta wait a whole another week for the next episode, man. Oh well, it's worth it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and review episode 1. By the way, guys, so a little bit about this is your first time watching. I do appreciate people watching. I've decided to start a new channel. I have a first channel called Tokyo Fun Hunters, My Life in Japan for the last few years. I'm originally from California. And then I'll start this other one because, I love entertainment, love media, love, I'm definitely into the, science fiction, fantasy, and, with just entertainment in general, acting. So I just thought, and there's a lot of great movies I've seen that I'd like to comment on. So we're going to make another side channel like that, and this will be one of the interviews. We've done a few podcasts. I was in the Philippines the last 3 weeks. Me and some friends, we were doing podcasts on the go while we were in the cars or on the beaches. It was awesome. And I just decided, why not keep the ball rolling? So hope to watch, hope to see you guys. Please comment. I'll try to respond as many as I can. And please subscribe to our channel. Check out our other channels we got available. Thanks, guys. And looking forward to some more awesome Game of Thrones. Yeah!